welcome. My name is Nadia, and this is Maple Points, or you may be watching it on my other channel, Nadia Danella. I am making my version of the viral cheese and onion chips. So I wanted to do something, basically, I wanted to use up some ingredients that I already had without having to go and buy something else. So in this version, I'm using some lactose-free mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan, and a little bit of feta, and I'm just spreading that out in a square shape on some parchment paper. My oven is already set to 375 degrees Celsius. I had a little bit of quinoa, just regular boiled quinoa in the fridge, and I figured why not use it? Why not use it and put some extra protein on there? And of course, you're seeing instead of onions, I had a squash that I had baked in the oven early, like a day before. And so I'm just slicing those up thinly. And I'm just going to layer it on top of my cheese and quinoa mixture. And if you want to be perfect and symmetrical, go ahead. I am just slapping that on and doing my best to cover as much, of the cheese as I can. And I know some people use oil. I'm not really going to bother with oil because I think the cheese is going to render enough oil. And so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some garlic powder on there, not the salted one, some chili pepper flakes. And you don't have to use chili pepper flakes. You can keep the heat to where you are comfortable. And I also use some fresh ground pepper. And then I sprinkled some paprika on top. And then a little sprinkling of salt, which really isn't necessary because most of the cheeses are salty enough. And so I baked that for 20 minutes. And I was like, I think the top can use some browning. Well, I should say the bottom could use a little bit more browning for me. So I put it in for 10 minutes. And then so 30 minutes at that point, flipped it over and put it back in the oven for another 10, 15-ish minutes. Love that color already. And at that point, I was happy with how crispy it was. And yes, I use my clean fingers. My hands can take it, but use a spatula if you can't. And then I let that sit for a couple minutes, transfer it over to a cutting board, and went ahead and cut it up. You can leave it bigger. Hear that crisp? Love it. You can leave them bigger or smaller if you want them more bite-sized. You can even probably use it as a wrap instead of bread or, any flatbreads. If you want, you can do a dip or not. I just use a little dip. I think I used some mayo and sriracha, I think, and some garlic powder and mixed it together, and that was it. Look at how crispy that is. And listen how crispy. I love how golden that looks. I think it looks great. Tastes better. And I do want to experiment with a few more vegetables. And of course, I do want to do just the onion and the cheese and just Parmesan cheese just to try the original viral. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try some more vegetables, some more different cheeses, lactose-free, of course, or goat cheese because goat doesn't bother me. So yeah, let me know if you've tried the viral cheese and onion chip or any other version. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've done it, if you liked it, or if you've done your own version of it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.